So we're at the Sands venue. Friday night is Soul Night. What do you think to the Sands venue here in Blackpool?
I think it's a fantastic venue. You know, it's very Las Vegas to me. You know what I mean? It's very clean. I mean, it's the people, the staff are great. The drinks are reasonable. I mean, the food is fantastic. You know, and entertainment, need I say, is the best.
Now, you've been backed tonight by the soul band here at the Sands. It's a new venture for them, their own soul band here at the venue. How did you find the musicians?
Oh, I love the musicians, man, you know. So, yeah, all the guys are really great, easy to get along with. And I've been with some people who have been, egomaniacs and hard to deal. So these guys are like a breath of fresh air, you know what I mean? And the female, she's great too. So, there you go.
Now, the name Ruffin obviously is very well known in the music world. Tell us a bit about your family connections.
Well, Jimmy Ruffin, which most people know over here in Europe, and his brother was David Ruffin, who was with the Temptations, who sang My Girl and a few other songs. Their father and my father were brothers, and so we're first cousins. And, you can pick your friends. You can't choose your relatives, No, I mean, I had my first guitar when I was 9 years old. And, I was always musically inclined. But I was singing, and I thought everybody could sing as well as I could, until I sang. I think if you read my bio, I sang at a function at the high school that I was attending, and the people just went mad, So I said after that, maybe I should be a singer. But I always, like I said, I kept in college and school and trades and all this stuff, so I didn't, I didn't put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. And then when the music actually presented itself, to actually do it as a profession solely, I said, well, I'm going to have to do this now or I'll be regretting it when I'm 60, 70 years old. I said, I should have done it, So I did it. I went to Tenerife from Atlanta. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia. I left there, went to Tenerife. And since then, I forgot what year that was, but it had to be about 20 years ago. And I haven't, I've only worked for myself since then, never had a secular job. And I've made some inroads. I've been a few places like Japan and Spain and Australia and, some of the European countries, Sweden and Denmark. And, so I've been a few places.
Would you say you've got better performance opportunities in Europe or in England than you would have if you'd stayed in America?
Well, I really can't say that. I mean, I wouldn't think so. It depends because, I'm over here like a big fish in a small pond as opposed to a little tiny speck of a fish in a big pond, which is America. And most places are youth orientated. So, I mean, you got your Justin Biebers, you got your 15, 16, 18-year-olds, and then you got your middle-aged people who are fading away slowly but surely. Now, I've spent so much time in the UK, the last 12 or 13 years. And, I'm trying to sort it out where I can't go back to America because the opportunities are there. And you can make a lot of money there as well. But I got lazy. I got comfortable. So, as long as I was making a pound or two, I stayed in the country, So it's it's good and bad in every country. Because when I first went to Spain, to Tenerife, I said, oh, wow, this is paradise. I never want to leave here. 10 months later, I was sick of it. You know what I mean? So then I went, I want to go somewhere else. So,
do you have time to compose your own music and arrangements and lyrics?
Basically, I am a lyricist because, although I do play a little piano, a little guitar, I'm really not proficient in it. And I get ideas, you know what I mean? But I've written approximately 700 songs. I got some of them actually on a CD I'm compiling now. And, I love it. Because even when I was a child, I used to write poems. And then as I got older, one of my English said, she said, you should be a writer. So the stuff that I was writing. So I always had a little bit of, writing talent. And I always like, the mind is always working, and it's it's like a little mouse on a wheel, It's always spinning. So and you feed off everything you see in the world, especially today. So, a beautiful woman, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying?
Now, obviously, you sing all sorts of songs. Have you got a particular favourite that you especially enjoy singing?
That I enjoy singing? Well, I mean, my favorite singer is Stevie Wonder, but trust me, I don't enjoy singing some of his songs because he's not easy to sing. And I mean, even though people tell me that I do a great job on his songs, by the end of the night, I'll be trying to scream like him. Now, some of his songs, which are, very melodic, like Lately, and some is easy, but when you get into very superstitious, it's not so hard to sing, actually. But some of his songs, like Living for the City, or some of the songs that she sings, showing your love in it, and he's singing in a very high rate. Now, I can get up there and come back down, but to stay up there, sustain it, and keep singing, sometimes that's very difficult for me. It depends on the time of the day, and how much I've warmed up, and, But my claim to fame in this country, not take anything, because you got time for her. Anyway, my claim to fame, because the reason I started staying here, I was going to stay here for 5 years at the longest. Then I started getting these tours with, it started off with Martha Reeves, and we was doing a tour. And then it went from there. I got with this company, and so I started doing things for Stylistics, Boys to Men, George Benson, Gladys Knight, stars like that, and Temptations, Four Tops. And, with that tour, I was traveling all over the country. So I got to meet a lot of people, and, the people that I met at the tour, I made sure that I was telling them, I live here. So if you want to hire me, I am accessible, These guys got to get on a plane in a few weeks, whatever, and go, So, I got a lot of good feedback, and I got a lot of gigs out of it. So it kept sustaining me, and it kind of fed itself until, I felt like a drug dealer at one time. I was counting money. I was tired, but I was in good health then, too. So, now I'm always tired all the time, but...
So, who of all the people you've worked with, who would you say made the biggest impression on you?
I liked Dionne Warwick because, even though she was a mega superstar to me, she was so down to earth, and she still has the same voice. She can still sing like she did, 20 years ago. She had a lot of nice staff around her, and I think she was probably one of the better ones. I mean, Gladys Knight, she was a bit, I think, not standoffish, but maybe a bit leery about getting so close to people, and she was cool. Boys to Men, they were the same way, but I guess it comes with the territory. When everybody wants to touch you and be in your mix, you got to be kind of standoffish, be on guard. So, but I mean, most of the people that was cool, the Temptations, they were cool, but I had known them before. Four Tops, most of them had passed on. But a couple of guys that got replaced them, I knew them from Detroit as well. So all of them are cool, though. I guess just the ones who have their heads stuck under their shoe. Those are the ones you have to watch out for.
Okay, so if anyone's listening to this and they're thinking, should I go to the Soul Night at the Sands, what would you say to them?
Well, if they want a great night that they're probably not going to see anywhere else here in Blackpool for the money and without having a super duper record like, some of the top name acts. If you come for a good night out, good food, good fun, come down, spacious, no trainers, no tracksuits. If you want to come for that atmosphere, then yeah, I think you're welcome to come down. It'd be great. You'll enjoy it, trust me. We have a lot of fun, so.
And if people want to find out more about what you do and more about your music, is there a website they can look at?
Yeah, they can get on marvinruffin.co.uk, and or they can Google me, or if they want to see some of the shows I've done, they can get on YouTube. Just punch in Marvin Ruffin YouTube, and I've got a few videos on that.
Easy listening on wireless radio.